Hello everybody, this is your science teacher Nidhi Rani. Through this video, we are going to study properties of materials related to chapter 4. So let's start. Properties of materials, according to which they are categorized into different groups are: first of all, we can see a liquid here in a bottle and a glass. To hold a liquid, we generally use a tumbler made of glass, plastic or metal. Our cooking vessels are often made of metals or other alloys. They cannot be made of paper, as the paper cannot hold liquids. To make an object, we choose a material depending on the properties of the material, the purpose for which the object is to be made. There are many properties of a material that decide its uses. Materials usually look different from each other. That's what we call the appearance of a certain material. As you can see here, there are some kinds of materials here. You can see the metallic rods which have luster, that is shine, while there is a wooden block and some rubber plastic pipes which do not have luster. Many metals lost their luster when acted upon by air and moisture. But freshly cut surface of those certain pipes will show the luster again, the shiny surface again. So metals are basically lustrous. Then we come to another property of the materials, that is hardness. Some materials can be compressed, like you can see sponge in this photograph, while the other materials cannot be compressed, like you can see a metallic part in the hands of the person. Some materials get easily scratched, like the wax of a candle can be easily scratched using a knife or any other sharp object. While there are some materials which do not get scratched, as you can see a stone over here, it cannot be scratched using a knife. So materials which can be compressed or scratched easily are known as soft materials. Materials which can be compressed, some of the examples are cotton, sponge, candle, and materials which are difficult to compress or scratch are known as hard materials. Example: iron, stone. Another property is solubility. Some materials like salt and lemon juice dissolve completely in water. They are said to be soluble in water. As you can see in the figure also, the salt and the lemon juice are not visible when dissolved in water. While there are some materials like sand and coconut oil which do not dissolve in water even on stirring hard. Such materials are said to be insoluble in water. Like solids and liquids, gases too can be soluble or insoluble in water. Water usually has small quantities of certain gases dissolved in it. The most important gas is oxygen. Oxygen dissolved in water is very important for the survival of aquatic plants and animals. So let's discuss another property, floating or sinking in water. Some of these materials float on the surface of the water like dried leaves and cork, while some materials sink in water like coin, metal key and stones. So here's the last property that we are going to study, transparency. The transparency of a material is decided by the extent up to which things can be seen through it. There are certain materials through which things can be seen. These materials are called transparent materials. Example: glass, water, air, some plastics. There are some materials through which things cannot be seen. These are called opaque materials. Example: wood, cardboard, cotton, metals. There are also some materials through which things can be seen, but not clearly. Such materials are known as translucent materials. Example: oiled paper and some kind of plastics. So, in this video, we have studied some properties of materials that decide their uses, like appearance, hardness, solubility, floating or sinking in water, transparency. Thanks for watching the video.